Imagine you're sitting in that blind on opening day, waiting for that big buck to come in. You've been preparing for it all year, and all of a sudden you walk in, you look at that scope, and you're ready to take the shot. Or imagine walking through the bush and the trees, trying to get a close enough shot on that big buck, not letting him get to see you. Or imagine calling in an elk in the mountains, listening to him bugle back to you right over the ridge. These are the things that have drawn me to hunting, and always have, ever since I was little, hunting with my dad, or even now. Overall, hunting has taught me to value relationships with my family, my friends, and mostly my father. Secondly, it has taught me to experience nature in its purest form and allowed me to experience those things and value those things. Lastly, it has taught me to provide for myself and my family, and has taught me responsibility. Now back to point one. Hunting has allowed me to strengthen my relationships with mostly my father. Like I said, he taught me and kind of brought this passion of hunting to me. It all started whenever I got a BB gun, and it kind of progressed from there. Right here is one of the first times I went hunting with him. We were actually turkey hunting. And turkey hunting is cool because you can kind of try and call him in. So he was trying to call him in, and all of a sudden this coyote just walks up. I guess he thought he was going to, get turkey or something. And so my dad shot him, and I mean, that's kind of the starting point. It struck that interest, and I mean, the adrenaline that I remember from that experience was just awesome. And also right here is me with my sister. We were out exploring, and it also demonstrates the relationships that I have received through hunting. Secondly, hunting has taught me to experience nature in its purest form. I get to go out and I get to experience some of God's greatest creations, and it's kind of amazing, getting to experience these things. Right here, I actually took this picture. I was elk hunting in New Mexico, and I remember, hearing them call back and forth. I didn't get one, but just the experience alone was crazy. Just like the beauty of God's creation is something that you always experience in hunting, and it's something that I'll never forget. Thirdly, hunting has taught me to be responsible and has taught me to develop a dependability about myself. I've always, hunted, and it's you have to have a responsibility about you if you're hunting, because you're dealing with guns, and you have to be able to find your way around, and you have to be able to provide for your family. You kill a deer, you have to be able to gut it, you have to use every part of it, and I know it sounds weird, but respect the animal. Even though you shot him, you still respect him because you use every part of that deer in your life. Overall, hunting has taught me to value relationships with my father, my family, and my friends. It has also given me a sense of pride in those relationships as well. Secondly, hunting has helped me experience nature in its purest form and some of God's greatest creations. Lastly, hunting has allowed me to develop a dependability, responsibility, and provide for others as well as myself. And in the end, hunting is something that I've always done. It's something that I've always grown up doing. But it's something that you'll never forget. These experiences, these relationships, the values, it all ties in to where it all started with my dad and on the first hunt, which was also where this picture comes in. It was on the first hunt, and something you can see here is you can see the beauty, you can see some of God's greatest creations, and that's something that ties into hunting, and I'll never forget it.